Hello friends and welcome to Picturesology. In this video we will learn about position of Sun in the second house for a Libra Ascendant. So when we have a Libra Ascendant, which is the 7th sign rising, then Sun becomes the Lord of 11th house because 11th house has the sign of Leo. So we have the Lord of 11th in second, and this makes this position very important for monetary issues. That means a lot of your money and wealth related things will depend on this placement, because Lord of 11th is the house of gains and second is the house of your accumulated wealth. However, this is a tricky position in the sense Sun is a natural malefic planet and the lordship of 11th house. Planets in 11th house is fine, but lordship of 11th house makes any planet a functional malefic as well, according to traditional Vedic astrology. So how this position is going to pan out, we are going to learn in next few minutes. So any one placement in a chart affects multiple areas of the horoscope. Now in this case we have Leo sign in the 11th house and Sun is the lord of this 11th house because Sun is the lord of Leo sign. So the placement of Sun, when we analyze, we have to look at how this will be for 11th house matters. Sun is placed in the second house, so definitely second house related matters. Your money, your wealth, your speech, your eating habits, your family, your dental hygiene, etc. All of it will be affected. Now from this placement of Sun, Sun will have a direct aspect on the 8th house. Now 8th house, among other things, is the house of other people's money. It is another money related house. So this placement will have something significant in this regard too. And at the same time, 8th house can show you how your spouse's family would be, how your relationship with your spouse's family would be, how is your life energy, because 8th house is the house of life energy, and so many other things. So this one placement, Sun in second house for Libra Ascendant, will have an impact on all these areas. We'll try to cover most of this, especially the money related one. So I've listed the high level items which this placement is going to affect, and let's begin by the analysis of the wealth. So the first look says that Lord of 11th house, which is Sun, is placed in the second house, which is another money related house. 11th house is the house of your gains and second house generally shows your accumulated wealth, especially the immovable one. So this is generally extolled as a very good position. It is supposed to give a person a lot of money, and that is true in many cases too. But remember, Sun is a first-rate malefic here because Sun is naturally a malefic planet plus the lordship of 11th house, according to Vedic astrology, makes the Sun a functional malefic at the same time. So how and what will be the effect? So one of the preconditions for this Sun to be very favorable, not just in terms of earning money or accumulating wealth, but also, see, what is the point of earning money if you cannot enjoy it, and at the same time if it cannot give you family happiness. And I'm talking about family happiness because Sun is in the second house of family as well. So see, Gains and money, this sun will give, definitely give. Even a malefic planet can give you material prosperity. You can have money because of a malefic planet, no doubt. But will that earning lead to enjoyment, satisfaction, good relationship with the family? That is generally questioned because of a malefic planet. So whenever you have this placement, the first thing to look at is position of Mars and Venus. Why? First, Mars, because Mars is lord of second house. Sun is in the Scorpio sign, whose lord is Mars. And Venus, because Venus is the lord of ascendant. Ascendant is one of the most important point in a horoscope. You can see my video where I talk about how to find the real you, how to find the real person, and ascendant in many ways describes that. So if you have this sun placement here and Mars and Venus are well placed, at least say in Kendra or Trikona from this sun, then not only you will have a lot of earning, but you will be able to enjoy that earning and at the same time have good relationship with the family members too. So that is one of the key things to note when sun is placed in the second house, especially with the Scorpio ascendant. Another thing, sun is in the sign of Scorpio, which is the 8th sign of the zodiac, and from here sun is a direct aspect on the 8th house, which both of which, Scorpio as well as the 8th house, they both signify hidden things. They both signify land which is generally unused land, or land which is not in a very proper condition, not in a very good, not well kept. They also signify sort of old things, really old things, or obscure things. 8th house, 8th sign, they all are related to obscure things. And whereas sun is a royal planet, it is significator of anything big. So generally, in people who have this kind of placement, sometime in their lives they do get rich dividends, rich monetary benefit from selling off some kind of old obscure land. Many times what they do is they buy some old land which is generally most people would probably not buy just by looking at it. They renovate it and then sell for a higher margin. And this can happen not just with the land, I'm talking about land because it is specially aspecting the 8th house, but it could happen with any of the antique piece also. They could earn a lot of money by selling off old pieces, renovating them and turning them into brand new or turning them into more usable things and then selling it at a higher rate. Now what sometimes happens is they might be involved in a business which does something similar. Which could do something like they get raw material, they enrich it and then sell it as some product out of it. So that is also a possibility, given that 10th house lord and Mars, which is lord of second, support it. But this is a general trend which you will observe in this placement. So we did saw that this sun will give enough chances or enough opportunities in life to gain and keep a lot of wealth. However, now let's talk about one very important aspect. This sun we saw in the beginning, however, is a malefic planet. And one of the characteristics of a malefic planet is that when they give favorable results, when they give material success, they give a lot of it. But when they start their negative effects, they can cause equal amount of harm as well. So what it means? What it means is, with the sun, when you get opportunities to earn money, earn it. But at the same time, save for your future. That is one advice which is a must for sun in this placement here. And one of the reason for that is that sun here in the second house makes you somewhat overtly generous. Now this generosity could be for good reasons, but many times it could be just to satisfy your ego also. The sun here gives you a tendency to speak big. You can, many people who have tendency to, be in a social gathering and announce that, okay, I'll give so much amount of money to build a church or a temple or whatever. And then you follow through on that as well. Because one, sun is a king. Sun is generous king. So you do have a generous nature, and at the same time you have a little bit of ego and tendency to just sort of speak loosely, and that happens very often when Mars here, which is the Lord of second, is weakly placed. So because of your mismanagement of money, you might lose a lot of wealth. So that is one thing you must be careful about. Sun is a double malefic planet here, functional as well as the natural, but it is Lord of 11, so it will give you opportunities to earn money, no doubt. But as you get those opportunity, as you make money, keep saving. Do save, put aside, usually I give this advice that keep aside some amount of money which you will never spend on your life until you take retirement. Yes, keep a retirement fund, and that is extremely necessary for this kind of people who have sun in Scorpio, for a Libra ascendant, because in the middle of their life, they do get opportunities to earn a lot of money, but as their age progresses, if they don't manage the money well, if they don't keep aside a fund separately, then they might start feeling the malefic effect of sun. So please do keep this thing in mind. Now I know we have not talked about many other areas which this sun is going to impact, but the length of the video is already large, so I'm going to stop here. I hope you liked my analysis and explanation of sun in Scorpio for Libra ascendant, and it was mainly for the monetary point of view. Please like and subscribe to my channel for the next part of this video, where I will talk about other areas of life which this sun is going to impact. Thank you for watching thus far, and see you again soon.